Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. HeirofCarthage here, and you know what? I usually don't like fighting the skaven. They're annoying, they use a lot of warp lightning, and they just kind of get on my ever-loving nerves, but I'm going to enjoy this. The whole last episode was me trying to catch these little rat-tailed freaks and get rid of them, and they just wouldn't fight. And then after I had fought that Beastmen army on the end of the last video, lo and behold, I saw Tretch out in the distance in a forced march where he couldn't run away, and he was trapped. And I am here for every moment of it. So let's go exterminate Tretch. Now, you all left me... It's part 2 of the intro here. I don't normally record these loading screens, but I wanted to get on here and tell you all thank you. And you might be the what do you mean thank you? Well, here's the thing. Like, today was a little bit, well, the last bunch of days at work, they haven't been, like, horrible, but it's just been kind of tough sledding. I'm working on, like, I build a lot of data workflows and reports and stuff for my team, and there was this really awesome software we had that did it. And, of course, because that software is wonderful and industry-leading, my company decided to get rid of it and go to several other pieces of software that can barely accomplish the same thing that one did. And so I'm having to rebuild all of my work that I did in this other software into these other inferior ones, and it has been very unsatisfying and very wasteful. Now, of course, I'm going to do the job I'm told to do, right? That's what I get paid to do, even though it doesn't make much sense to me. But regardless, I'm doing it, and of course, it's very unsatisfying. And I have to say, like, you know what isn't unsatisfying? Getting to the end of the day, and it's time to record, and of course, you know, I've been working all day. Speaking of adding to the unsatisfying, I had to fix a toilet fill valve in my boys' bathroom because it wouldn't fill properly. And of course, as with any home project or computer building project, it never goes the way it should. So the fitting that was connected from, like, the supply line onto the toilet fill valve broke. I had to, like, try and get them separated. It was a big mess. There's the valve doesn't want to turn off right. You know, like, of course, just absolutely nothing functions properly, which is the 100% standard, you know, for any home project to take on. So that was really unsatisfying because that didn't go right. And, you know, it got to be time to sit down here and record. And you know what is satisfying? The comments. I come and read you all's comments, and I was reading the ones from the video that I'd posted, or that I guess released earlier today when I'm recording this. It'll be a different day when you're watching it. And you all just have all these awesome comments, like people enjoying it, people coming up with fun names, people appreciative for it. And I'm not saying you all have to sit here and, like, grovel and appreciate everything. No. It's just, it's very polite and kind, and you know what? I appreciate it a lot, and I just wanted to say thank you. You know, thank you for giving me something to look forward to here at the end of the day after being really frustrated with the way things were going. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate all of you who view the content, who enjoy the content. It really is a pleasure to get to the end of a day, and I always feel like something's just missing if I don't get on here and make some content, because I feel like I've got the best viewers. I don't get a lot of negative comments. Now, and of course, if someone does leave a negative comment, it's fine, right? You don't have to agree with everything I say to make me happy. Like, if someone comes and leaves a comment and says, I don't like your videos, I think they stink, you know what? Feel free. Like, you can leave the comments that you feel like you need to leave. I'm not going to, like, delete it or hide from it or something else like that. But I'm just saying that most people choose to leave kind comments because they actually enjoy it. And that makes me feel very appreciative for them, and it makes me feel grateful for the opportunity to get to make this content for those folks, because I like, at the end of the day, knowing that I may have done something that people enjoyed, or that, you know, helped someone have a better day. That makes me happy, you know? It really does. So, thank you. I wanted to take the time to thank you all, and I will thank you by killing rats in a tremendously overwhelming fashion, okay? I don't think there's any better thanks that we could all receive at the end of the day than watching the skaven get utterly shredded in a way that's just satisfying. I mean, unless you're, like, on the Council of 13 or whatever the heck it is for the skaven, I think that'd be about the only situation in which this wouldn't be satisfying. But look at those Chaos Spawn getting absolutely nuked. We drove out the Packmaster, and here comes the Chieftain. And the rest of these rats over here, They haven't even made it past this spot, so that's great. They're getting absolutely wrecked by Dreadquake mortar fire. I love the Dread. Have I mentioned that I like the Dreadquake mortar? Because I really like the Dreadquake mortar. Like, a lot. A whole lot. It's just satisfying. The Dreadquake mortar satisfies. So anyway, we're going to wreck the rest of these skaven. Tretch himself, I'm going to run him down with my Bull Renders if he thinks he's going to get away. That's not going to happen. Alright, here comes the Doom Wheel. Let's give it a little unwanted attempt. Well, it's wanted by me, probably unwanted by the Doom Wheel. I need to move Astragoth out of the way. There we go. Oh, watch that Doom Wheel melt. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, now it's Tretch's turn. Fill Tretch full of pellets, please. Oh, come on, shoot him. Well, that's irritating. Tretch got into combat, so we'll just beat him down. Oh, Dreadquake Mortar, easy, 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 easy. Take it easy. It's okay, it's okay. Let's not get too crazy. Alright, I'm gonna summon a Kadai in here as well. And let's bring some Bull Renders over, and we got more. We're gonna make sure Tretch does not exit the battlefield. Any health left? Is he unbreakable? Is it possible for Skaven to be unbreakable? Let's check out some of his stats here. Oh, well, I had his stats and then it disappeared. Well, he routed, so he's definitely not unbreakable. But I was wanting to check out his stats, see what he had going on. Let's kind of nerf him down a little here. We're just waiting on this spawn of Tzeentch to die, and then I really would like to kill Tretch. I think I'm going to pull these two units off of him, and I'm going to bring this anti-infantry Bull Centaur to try and finish him. I think they'll land more hits on him, and then the Kadai Fireborn might as well. Because all of them are anti-infantry. I think my Fireborn summon though is about to be finished. Okay, there goes my Fireborn. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna bring the Taruk out of there. I want these guys to attack Tretch ideally, but we're kind of getting that weird, like, you know, non-connect crap that goes on whenever units are chasing something that's fleeing. I feel like this is something that CA has had out here on the table for pretty much forever. Okay, Dreadquake Mortar, seriously, you can take it easy now. It's okay. I really don't want Tretch alive. I'm really quite annoyed at the moment that he's just bouncing off of Bull Renders and not being killed. It would be nice to see an end to this, but also part of this is because of the difficulty setting. The AI gets ridiculous like defense buffs and stuff, and I honestly wonder if there's like some ward save or something there too, because you'll see that he's getting absolutely tossed around. That Dreadquake Mortar just does not take no for an answer. I've told that thing not to fire like multiple times. We could come run him over with it though. Look at him just getting tossed all over the screen. And he still didn't die. Wow. You know, it's an absolute joy to see a Skaven army die. And then these guys can't get away either. They were in a forced march. So if they do get away, then AI just cheated blatantly and openly. Yep, alright, there we go. That's what I expected. They are dead. The Ripperhorn tribe is completely gone, which is good news. I wish that were the same for Clan Rictus. Fortunately, our plague is gone now too, so I can actually replenish. So I love that we had to waste the 5 turns not able to replenish. That always makes for really fun gameplay whenever you're just arbitrarily prevented from doing anything of consequence. Let's see, this is 250 armaments per turn at the cost of raw materials. But we have a lot of armaments coming in. We really need, I'm actually thinking about converting this. Yeah, I'm going to convert this over to an outpost and run more of an outpost there, and then we'll go ahead and, I'll go ahead and put this in here because I think we want it. I wish this actually gave us some iron to trade too. It doesn't, but we end up producing more armaments. It's going to cost us raw material, of course, but should be a good, production of armaments. Let's see here. We've got a skill point for... Oh, sweet, we can finally get Dark Sacrifice, which is going to allow me to cast really cheap Hellhammer. So if our artillery wasn't already strong enough to completely nuke infantry blobs into an Oblivion, we can now nuke them even further into an Oblivion with the Hellhammer spell. So in case you all felt like we weren't quite overkilling our enemies enough, we will, really be overkilling them here soon. It says we have more unassigned skill points. One of these is going to be our Convoy Overseer, so let's do cargo capacity. Actually, let's do Hidden Stores first. There we go. Hidden Stores. We got Wayfinders finished, which is good news. Let's go check out our convoy status. We've got 2 on the way and 1 returning to capital. And again, people are going to point out, error, you can hire another one and send it out. Yes, we could. If I was min-maxing it, I'm just not that worried about it at the moment. But yes, if you're looking to maximize performance, absolutely, you have the money, hire more, go for it, send them out on more missions, right? So I am certainly leaving some resources on the table by not doing that. So wanted to point that out, though, because people had left the comment, and they are accurate. Fair comment. I just choose to be stupid. I guess that's all there is to that. And at least I'm being honest with you about it, right? Let's see here. I want to get to just a couple of your comments here, and I need to check out. All right, Kugath wants agreements with us. I do not have any current agreements with him, and I do not wish to make any because Kugath is disgusting and spreads plagues everywhere, and I really don't care if he gets killed by Grand Cathay, because I would rather fight Grand Cathay. Sank says, dang, Air, you've been churning out these episodes at a faster pace than chore factories break environmental regulations. Color me impressed. Thank you, Sanks. As I mentioned earlier, these are the type of comments that, again, not required. You all don't have to leave, but I appreciate. And then it makes, like I said, it makes for a nice end of the day where I feel like I haven't really accomplished anything that was valuable. And then I'm here and I know I'm accomplishing something that's valuable to many of you. So definitely appreciate it. Tim Zimmerman had a fun comment here. He was pointing out the fact that he says his campaign was very different. And that is something to me that I actually kind of like about campaigns. So thanks for the comment, Tim. I'm not going to read all of it here, but I think we should fight this one. Ooh, they got some tough units here. Let's go ahead and fight them, though. I'll go ahead and talk through this one, too, as we load in. But yeah, so Tim was pointing out that campaigns can go quite differently, and they absolutely can. They can be very different from one to the next. And to me, though, that's really fun. But that's kind of what makes a Total War campaign unique. Or at least what you hope it does, right? If you play a campaign and it always plays out the same way, that's kind of boring. And so it is interesting how you were saying your campaign went very differently, like with the Bone Rattlerz. But then, for me, it was different. And then I played in one of these campaigns off screen before we were able to show you all the early access. And it was completely different than this one. Like, Grimgore was massive. It took me tons of turns to get rid of Grimgore. And my economy was just absolutely rolling by the time I got rid of him over there. I was making like 2,000 or 3,000 raw materials a turn and like over 1,000 armaments. Like, I couldn't spend it fast enough. I had like 5 armies. And it's different on this one. Like, we're doing fine, but we don't have near that much stuff. So all of these just end up being, sometimes a little different than the previous one. And but to me, that it adds some nice flavor that makes things interesting from a replayability standpoint. I'm going to put some of these big units here. I want this, yeah, like that. There we go. Bull renders, let's put on the flank. The AI does not have artillery. I don't technically have artillery, but I do have the Soul Grinder. So we may be able to use that to draw our enemies into a fight. Let's start the battle. They're going to outrange me pretty darn well, and I want to say those were some Sisters of Avalorn. Yeah, those are going to be dangerous units. Very dangerous units. They are going to approach me. I'm going to move up and see if I can get any shots into them. We have a Fireborn summon and this Wrath of Jar that we can use. I want to use them, so hopefully the countdown will finish here. The range on the Sisters of Avalorn is quite good. I'm actually going to maybe back my army up just a touch and then run it forward and try and pin the AI up in this bottleneck. There we go. Alright, so my Soul Grinder can open fire. Those Sisters of Avalorn are going to absolutely melt the Soul Grinder if they get any significant time to shoot at it. I'm going to put this summon here just to kind of temporarily throw the AI off balance. That should allow me to close the distance and enter a melee. And I've now kind of got these guys fixed, and I can bring my Wrath of Jar across them. This is all just buying me a little bit of time and the ability to get some damage done here. I don't expect the Fireborn to be particularly effective in this instance. I actually think that I'm gonna... I need to just pull my infantry up and get into a melee here. And I'm gonna need to get Blunderbuss attention over here on that dragon. Let's do a breath attack on the Frostheart Phoenix. And I got a fire breath here as well. Let's just start dishing some of that out. I don't expect my Hobgoblins to be a great matchup. I don't really expect any of my infantry to be a great matchup here, to be honest. The High Elves have some truly spectacular infantry. I'm going to try and fix it and then come rolling in with monstrous infantry and monster support. Alright, we got rid of the dragon already. That's fantastic news. Let's get after that Frostheart. Okay, we've got it double teamed up in the air. Let's bring our Soul Grinder. Can I shoot across that into those Sisters of Avalorn, maybe? Alright, so we've fixed the enemy entirely up here, but we are still getting kind of pooped on by the Sisters of Avalorn. We're about to kill off the Frostheart Phoenix, which means I can go land behind enemy lines. I need to keep an eye on my units here and make sure nothing gets too roasted by these really high-quality High Elf units. These are excellent infantry and quite tough. Let's get another bombardment there. That should help me out a little. Not going to be amazing. Try and get up there. All right, knock that Frostheart Phoenix out of the air. Did he get heals? Let's actually let it rout. And let's bring my flyers back here to silence these two Sisters of Avalorn. I should have another breath attack here. Let's use it on the Archmage back here. A little bit of damage, not amazing, but not bad. We'll take what we can get where we can get it. The fight's actually going as good as I thought it potentially could, considering we were up against so many Phoenix Guard. It's not easy to get rid of Phoenix Guard. You can terrify them, which is apparently what we were able to accomplish there. And we've got ourselves a victory. A pretty good one, too. All right. Well, that was a good victory for us. I'm going to take that. It's going to increase our cargo, I believe. We found an Undercity at the Tower of Gorgoth. I'm not going to tolerate this Undercity crap. So how much is that going to cost me? 2,000? Insert gold mechanics. Gotta love it. There we go. We got rid of the Undercity. It'd be a lot more fun if you got to fight like a battle to clean up the Undercity or something. That'd be kind of fun. Well, I say that, it's the skaven, so maybe it wouldn't be so fun. Maybe I should watch my tongue, or else I might get what I wish for. Alright, the Bone Rattlers are up here. They're making an army at their capital here. They've got a decent garrison force, and this is only a Hobgoblin army. If they do come out against me, though, I do get the Iceforge Legion to use against them. They don't have any extreme range. They got a couple of Blorks in that army. They do have Doom Divers, so I would have to deal with some range. Let's go ahead and just go take their gold mine and try and draw their attention and see if we can split them up from their garrison. So we got our Hobgoblin army here. I'm going to put this extra armor piercing damage. That'll actually probably be a good one on our on our gets there. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. Should be a pretty clean victory. And I need more outpost at the moment, because I want to get my raw materials way up. I don't feel like it's going to be that hard to catch up in terms of armament upkeep. Income and a strip mine. I'm actually, then I'm going to save some money on the next turn. I'll run that upgrade. Alright, we got some skill points here. And we got the Burning Head, which I think is really good. Let's get Kindle Flame as well, because it's going to make that Burning Head more effective. It increases the damage done by fire. We've already moved there. Are the Skaven already coming back into play down here? Not yet. I don't know how much Clan Rictus has left. They were pretty badly hurt. Let's go take a look here. They're down to 1 settlement, so I would assume Clan Rictus is possibly going to be overwhelmed by my ally here. And then Emmerich, he took Veil of Titans. It doesn't look like he's gaining anything super decisive over here at the moment. Well, he is coming to attack me, so never mind. I'm about to lose more to Emmerich. My garrison's over here. This one has quite a bit of Chorf infantry in it. It might be kind of strong.
This is absurd.
What does Firemouth got? I could start an army right here at Firemouth right now, and it would make it more difficult for the AI to accomplish what they want to here. And I don't necessarily have to build the whole thing up immediately. Let's go ahead and recruit a lord here. Let's try an overseer. Melee attack plus 10, hit points plus 5, irate. We'll try an overseer, and then in terms of a hero, I need a hero. Isn't that some song? I mean, it obviously is, because I had something in my head. I don't sing though, and honestly, I don't really listen to music either, so I probably should just lay off before I make your ears bleed. I want to recruit the hero. Like, I'd like to have an infernal Castellan. How do you say it? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Did I not build any of the buildings? Sure thought I did. Maybe it's my other campaign I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, right here we can get a Demon Smith. We do need magic, so we should get a Demon Smith, and then I think the Castellan, or however you say it. I like metal. Metal would be pretty cool. Let's see if we can get a Lord Metal here. Recruit hero. Oh, we can get both here. Fantastic. So envious. So post-battle chance of stealing a magic item or unethical. Reduce an upkeep for Infernal Guard units. 10%. So I don't know, it's like 300. You get like 30. I mean, that's not nothing. Could be good. We don't get a lot of items though, because that could be really nice too. Alright, I'm gonna run this guy over here. And then I'm also going to recruit, like I'll go here, recruit hero, Demon Smith Sorcerer, and let's go to get a metal one. Come from post-battle loot and labor gain, that'll be good. Alright, so we've got these two characters. We're going to start moving this way. Our lord might very well die here on the next turn, depending on what the high elves have brought. Let's take a look here. You know what? There's a couple of units immediately available to us that we should just grab and put in that army, because it's going to make us harder to take out here. And then I can just maybe grab like a couple of orc laborers to throw in here and just make things a little harder for these guys to get something done. And that's all we really need over there for the moment, is just a little bit of deterrent. It may not stop Emmerich, but if we can deter him and slow him down, some of our allies might actually eventually do something. And, you know, that'd be fun. That'd be nice. I would appreciate that. Actually, yeah, I don't know if that's what I want there, but I didn't think about it long enough, so that's my fault. Let's go ahead and end our turn. I had to spend quite a bit of money getting some new heroes and recruiting some troops. I'm going to need to save up a little bit of gold here. I think we have a convoy that's about to bring back some nice gold. Oh, check it out. Emmerich. Oh, okay. So hang on. Let me see if I get this straight. Emmerich did come to attack me, but we have a Norscan army nearby for reinforcements. But this is at Blood Peak, not where we were previously, or else I would have had that lord here. It says we're going to win this, but if we actually fight it, it makes me wonder, will I win it if we actually fight this? That is an Archmage of Fire who does have Burning Head. Oh man, I want to fight this because I want to see it, but at the same time, like, I'm worried that if I fight it, like, the AI will throw. I mean, that is so many Skin Wolves, but they also have a whole lot of Silverin Guard. And then Emmerich is Emmerich. He's going to be on a monster and be tremendously powerful. I'll go ahead and risk fighting it. We may end up losing, but I'll risk fighting it because this is just too fun of an opportunity to pass up, I think, here. I didn't realize this was going to be a minor settlement battle, so I'm actually not very thrilled about having to fight this, if I'm being quite honest. I don't really like these settlement battles. Let's go ahead and start building a tower to try and have it in action by the time the AI gets here. My reinforcements are going to be coming from all the way over here, and they're a minute 20 away. Slightly quicker than Emmerich's going to get here, and then we're going to have to deal with that gigantic dragon. And I'm not particularly looking forward to that because I don't think my reinforcements are going to be here in time. And like I said, the auto-resolve was going to give me a win, and I'm worried that I went to fight this just to have a battle against Emmerich, and I may have handed us a defeat as a result. But I'll do what I can here. We do have some abilities that could come in quite handy in these tight quarters, like these bombardments. That Kadai summon could be good at getting after some archers or, you know, some of these Eagle Claw bolt throws. The Eagle Claws, by the way, could shoot my tower. So that may have been a waste of defensive spend, but we'll see. It seems like they've nerfed the damage on towers, when all I really wanted to do with towers originally was to nerf the rebuild time on them, because now I don't feel like I ever get any damage done with my towers, which kind of makes them just wholly unsatisfying, both when you're fighting against them and using them. They used to be satisfying when you were using them. Alright, our allies are seconds from arrival. Is Emmerich just going to YOLO us? Doesn't look like it. I wish I had something to go out and tempt a YOLO from him. So it'd be great to pull him back into the loving arms of our shotguns. Alright, our tower is complete. I'm going to just try and slow them down here with building some barricades. Just want to get in their way. I need to give my reinforcements time to arrive, ideally. Another tower build back here, but honestly, if they get all the way back there, we'd be in trouble anyway, so I think that tower up front is fine. They're probably going to shoot that tower up front anyway. Let's go ahead and put another barricade in here. Like I said, I'm just trying to be annoying with the barricades. That's just meant to slow them down, and if they blob up to destroy it, then I can hit them with this Dreadquake Mortar bombardment. We get 2 uses off of it. Alright, let's go ahead and just build up our defensive supplies a little. Let's wait for them. I'm going to fast forward. You know, tower, Emmerich's in range, so feel free to open fire. Just saying. I don't know, maybe try against the archers. We weren't doing much to Emmerich. Like I said, towers to me have become somewhat useless. They seem like they were way too strong, and now they just seem kind of utterly feckless. Is that a fire mage shooting crap at us? Yeah, it is. See, like right here, it misses every time it shoots at the archers. Like, so you spend 2,000 building the tower and it hasn't landed a single meaningful hit yet out of like 5 or 6 shots. So again, I don't get, like, just, if this is the way towers are going to be, just delete towers. See, there, that was a good hit. It doesn't have to be that every hit, but like finally we get a good hit. So like with the towers, to me, it's like, you know, make something that makes sense and is like actually worthwhile. But just don't have them be rebuilt a million times during battle. Like that seems pretty simple.
What? Basta!
They've got all their archers. I'm actually going to move this unit back forward. They're using up all their magic, and we've got their archers kind of bundled up now. This might be a bit of a freebie. We need their archers to sit totally still for a moment. That may not end up being a very good hit. Yeah, boy, they are really... Holy cow, they deleted one of my units over here, too. Alright, that seems great. Oh my gosh, Emmerich just halfway deleted that unit right there. Now see how we got them blobbed up over here? This feels like a potential Dreadquake situation. Let's hope that this connects. They might start running away. Oh, that barricade went down just at the wrong time. 2, 1. Oh, do it, 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 do it. Make my day. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that brings a tear to my eye. It was so beautiful. Alright, let's send some more units this way. I've got to hold this point. Let's send maybe one more over here. I'm getting just tremendous lag right now. Like, it says up here that I'm getting 60-something frames a second, but you can almost just, like, see the units glitching out in the background. Okay. I just need to hold Emmerich and get AI partner over here. I'm worried about capture weight in this vicinity. I'm wanting to build another tower, but I'm thinking they're just gonna tear it down. Let's go ahead and build one over here. That chain lightning has been kind of brutal. Fortunately for me, my attack was also quite brutal. Allies, please, like, can you maybe get here a little quicker? I'm kind of dying here. I'm getting attacked by like the world's best dragon. I'm gonna try and shotgun Emmerich to death, but you can see just the sheer amount of magic here coming in from the Archmage is getting pretty dangerous. We got another Dreadquake mortar queued up. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe let that fly. I should have saved that summon and just gotten there. I should have used that summon to just get their artillery. Right, there's the Dreadquake mortar. Not as spectacular as the first time, but it was worth something. I'm worried that all my units here is going to rout as soon as my shotguns get in position, and then I won't get to kill Emmerich. Emmerich's probably got a fair bit of missile resistance, if I had to guess here, too. Get him. Get him, little stunties. Shred him. Alright, this is going to be the most effective way to potentially get rid of Emmerich, is just absolutely unleash everything we've got from a missile standpoint. I thought I built that tower there. I guess I did not. I don't know why you aren't firing. He is a giant dragon and really quite an easy target to hit at this point. We're about to lose our units over here. We're going to have to fall back. I'm going to start running away. Oh, dang. Yeah, see, they've already got him. They've already got a stupid eagle coming after me. I'm gonna just throw my Hobgoblin archers over there because I really need to get my units away here. I have this unit still holding out. How is that unit holding out? It seems a little bit spectacular to me that I've got a Hobgoblin unit and they're still holding out. Trying hard to get my shotguns away from here. All of this blob is about to be busted. My allies are sitting on their keister, not even approaching the city. They're just reforming endlessly, which means that I actually probably am going to lose because there is a, well, it's a key building. It's not a victory point, but yeah, look, all my units terror routed. Emmerich got close and my units terror routed, so now I'm being chased. Now, my ally could have easily been here in time. They had tons of skin wolves. Instead, I'm going to lose what few units I had left. That was really awesome of them to leave me out to dry like that. Actually, cancel that. Let's build that over here, maybe. So yeah, they're going to capture probably every single point. And I'm certainly going to lose everything I have left. My ally only just now moving into the settlements. This, again, now you know why I was concerned about fighting this earlier. See if I can come back in behind the enemy there. I did get... Oh, I got my shotguns back briefly before they were run down and destroyed. This one's probably about to get more of the same. Emmerich is now pouncing on all the Norskins over here. I didn't get a chance to do the work I needed to with my shotguns, which means that Emmerich and company are probably about to kill off my allies here. And I just got this tower built, and we're going to lose that point as well. Just barely to some Illyrian Reavers. Yeah, my tower's going to not kill them. All right, the enemy lost, or so my ally just lost their lord. Emmerich is nowhere near dead. Or was that, no, that was my lord, maybe? Because I still see the enemy chieftain over there. Yeah, look at that. They routed right after they captured it, so the convenience never ends. But we got a victory. It was very ugly, and wasn't half as much fun as I had hoped it would be, but there we go. I have to say, like, I'm glad CA added minor settlement battles because they should be a part of Total War. There's a few things I'm not very glad about, though. One was like the tower and the build mechanics. Again, a decent idea and concept that's kind of poorly implemented and really hasn't been worked on much since release, so that's also a little bit frustrating. And the map design in minor settlements is just awful. It's gosh awful. Horrible. It's just like these weird discombobulated settlements. They look good and the artwork's good, but the design is awful. I mean, so like for instance, what was my advantage there as a defender? So was it to my advantage to defend very narrow corridors that just made me vulnerable to the enemy magic and terror? No. How would Chaos Dwarves, for instance, defend a minor settlement? Is it feasible that Chaos Dwarves, for instance, would have a minor settlement that has built-in artillery positions, where the artillery gets like a nice guarded position where the enemy can't destroy it in melee easily and it gets to fire? Yes, they absolutely would. Could they potentially have, like, you know, drawbridges and stuff like that they bring up? Yeah, there's all these cool things they could do with the minor settlements that they just do not. And the maps are not designed to benefit the defender, and they're not specific to the factions and the way that those factions play and the type of garrison. Again, it's right in theory to have these battles, and I'm not upset that they tried to add them, but the implementation of it, in my opinion, is poor and needs a whole lot more work before it is really something that players are going to have fun with in the game. So I would love to see CA continue to put some effort into it. I feel like it's effort that's needed. Now that said, the DLC as a whole, like, I'm having a ton of fun with Chaos Dwarves, and honestly, I wasn't even really very excited about the Chaos Dwarves. It's kind of like back in the day with the Beastmen. I was not particularly excited per se to get the Beastmen, and then I ended up liking them a lot. They kind of grew on me, became a fun faction. So anyway, yeah, I would love to see them put some more work into the minor settlement battles. I think it is something that could be quite fun, but it is not going to be easy. It's going to take some effort, and I just haven't seen the fullness of that effort yet, or the realization of that effort producing something that I think we all look at and be like, dang, that's good. You know what I mean? Like where we look at it and say, wow, that's good. I'm glad they did that. So yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Okay, I think we've got Emmerich at least temporarily stumped over there. We picked up the gold mine settlement. Oh, they went underground with their army here. Interesting. Why did they do that? Two can play at that game. I can go under... Well, they might just come and retake their settlement here. Should be fine. That would be the end of the world. I'm actually going to come out here and pursue them. If they go under me, I get a chance to intercept them in the underway. And if they don't, I can defeat them here, where it'll be easier to do so. Or they might just go underground and get away with it. I don't know. One way or the other, I feel like that we're in a decent position there. Alright, we got our raw materials production up. So this is good. Things are looking nice here. I've been wanting for a while to get some of that raw material production up. Income generated. Let's go ahead and throw this building in, get a little bit of extra income. And I kind of want to kind of slowly improve all these strip mines and stuff. Cost a fortune. And that income probably was because of the completion of our convoy. It was. All of my convoys are returning to capital right now. Guess maybe we could hire just one small one and send it local. So we are ending up with a lot of time here. Is it anywhere that just pay out some cash? Like right here, that'll be good. This convoy may die in this attempt, but I'm not super worried about it. We'll just throw some cash at it and see what we get here. All right, there we go. Characters. Send these characters over here to help out with that little anti-Emmerich garrison that we've got up in the Mountains of Morn. Awesome. There we go. Unassigned skill points. That's the new convoy overseer. We're going to do wayfinders because I feel like that's the best one to start with, and then hitting the stores is pretty good for a second. Oh, we got some infernal iron guard in there, or some infernal guard. Oh, and some fire glaives too. Fantastic. Unassigned skill points. I guess just better scales would be fine. Alright, so building available. None of these are anything that I need to do at the moment. Let's just go ahead and end our turn. I need to check my tower on the next turn. I need to see if there's anything in the forge we want to buy, because we have a decent amount of armaments and the ability to go get more here pretty quickly. So I feel like we need to take care of that. Okay, yeah, we did catch these guys in an underway interception, so let's fight this one. All right, the battle's underway. I've got the Iceforge Legion in range. I'm going to... I don't think I'm going to waste my time on the Doom Diver. I'm just going to summon on it. So I'm going to let the Iceforge Legion just kind of open up and get some good damage into the enemy archers. I don't see any infantry I'm extremely concerned about at the moment. Oh man, you gotta love that Iceforge Legion. Triple the Hell Cannon. Of course, it's better when it hits, unlike what you all just saw there. Now we're not going to have our shotguns, so... Oh, that was gruesome. Yeah, when it does hit, it gets you. Okay, rest in pieces. Doom Divers, they're gonna get annihilated by my summoned Fireborn. So there they are, the Fireborn, ripping these poor goblins apart. They have absolutely no prayer against that, so they are toast. I'm gonna keep the Iceforge Legion focused in here. Okay, we got some enemy boars rolling into our flank here. I'm gonna try and get rid of those Wolf Rider archers back there. Put one Hobgoblin Archer out there to get after those Wolf Riders. We crushed the enemy cavalry there. Iceforge Legion is working those archers and quite effectively. We got rid of the Doom Diver catapult. And what little bit of orc army we have to deal with is headed our way here. I want to bring up Gordas and my lord to kind of stop these monstrous infantry as they come towards us. And we're going to have to focus fire our archers. These stone trolls actually have pretty decent armor. No, I don't want you to walk out there. I want you to attack that unit. I got to turn around and move back. Pretty good damage though, because the trolls are weak to fire. So we'll take that all day long. Some cascading fire cloak there. Alright, we routed one troll. Let's focus the other, and I'm gonna bring my leader over to fight their boss. Where's Gordas? Okay, Gordos is right in the middle of all this. Let's use his abilities. We'll even put a summon units right here, and then let's Ice Forge Legion that archer. Alright. After the Orc War Boss. Come on, boys, let's get stabby. Nice. Ice Forge Legion gets some work done, and that's going to be the end of the Bone Rattler army. Okay, we can take some extra labor, or we can take a good bit of replenishment here for our heroes, which will leave us in excellent condition to keep fighting, so I'm going to do that. Never know when you might have another enemy army right outside of vision. A trade agreement with Sigvald sounds acceptable. The Ecstatic Legion continues to ask me for things. Right now they want military access. I guess that's fine. And let's proceed forward here. Clean the Bone Rattlers out of the mountains. Pick up some more settlements. Like I said, just keep this Chaos Dwarf at Con... Oh man, we got a ton of Conclave influence. So let's head over to our tower. Tier 3 is now open, so it's perfect timing. Doom of Hashut here is another bombardment that we can pull up. These guys got this one here, which just Wind of Magic. I'm not really worried about that one. Spawns a temporary army of hobgoblins when sacking. Has a 5-turn cooldown between spawns. Upkeep -1 for each military seat claimed. Well, how many military seats do I have? There's 2, 3, 4, so we could get a -4 upkeep. I mean, that's not bad. It's certainly not bad. And a reduction in workload requirement and raw materials for the other. Let's take this seat right here up on tier 3. That's a pretty good seat. We've still got 180 influence left as well. Grab this other bombardment. So let's grab a couple of seats there. We've got a lot of influence rolling in, so let's take advantage of it. Yeah, that definitely helped on the income. Did not... It wasn't an insignificant add. Take another settlement here. We're looking good here on raw materials. I'm going to go ahead and add a few more of those. I'm going to add another outpost. And we'll start building up. We can upgrade some of our factories, I believe. This is not the building that I want there. Build a strip mine instead. I would like some protection here, so we are going to have to spend some pretty heavy money in upgrading these. Let's also go take a look at our labor and make sure we're inducting. Yep, labor, there we are. So that is good news. And then convoys go. Still got 2 turns before that one turns back. We got 1 out and about. And let's see, our other army. I'm hoping we can get under the mountains from here, but oh yeah, just barely. So we can just get under the mountain here. So we'll get to Fallen King Mountain and Grom Peak. So we can go ahead and take those over and start hitting the Bone Rattlers from 2 sides. And just hopefully wrap them up pretty quickly and put them under. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. Heir of Carthage, signing out for now. I'll see you all soon in some more Total War Warhammer 3 action.